Hi Scorpios, welcome to your Modern Maven Weekly Tarot for November 6th through November 12th. Now, obviously it is Scorpio season and we have a Scorpio new moon next week, which is really going to initiate us really wanting to take some big risks. But we really want to make sure that we have not only faced our shadow, but embraced our shadow when we're taking these big risks, okay? We really want to make sure they're aligned with where we're going, not where we are right now. Your big message for November in the extended, which will be linked at the end of this video, was really about your shadow, really sharing some secrets with you, okay? And so like I said, there was this energy of really feeling like, you know, the rug keeps getting pulled out from underneath you. And there's this pattern of that. And something's coming to light, which is really going to give you the courage to move beyond that, okay? Because it's something, I believe it was like really connected to your past life energy. So please comment if you do remember. But there's really an indication of these secrets that are being revealed to you, really liberating, okay? So a reminder, Scorpio is about death, rebirth, transformation, all those things. And you're really identifying ways to not get lost in the sorrow, right? Because you're water, we feel emotions. I'm a Pisces, I get it. Like, we feel emotions very deeply, okay? And unfortunately, when we get to that, it's really easy to dive into some toxic patterns of, you know, depression or overindulgence, you know, take it as it resonates. But I think that you're really learning how to navigate that. And so please just be mindful next week with those impulsive energies coming in. And reminder too that Saturn just turned direct in Pisces, your fellow water sign. So it has been retrograde since June 14th. Now think about some of the things that you have been reflecting on since June, okay? Middle of June. Because what you have been reflecting on, these things that you think, you know, you've tried to push through, and these blocks and these challenges, and it's like, God, why can't I just get this finally? All of that is turning direct. And so all of the lessons we've learned, everything we've reflected on, everything that we've learned by facing our shadow, we're finally getting the encouragement from the universe to accept these challenges, right? Like challenge accepted. And that's what I love, because I really think that you've had that energy for a while of like accepting the challenge and being like, yeah, let's go. Transformation, I'm here for it. So you're definitely ready. So now that we're getting that support from the universe, we're fully activated to liberate that inner child. So I'm very excited for you. But yeah, definitely something connected to your shadow. And maybe we'll get some more clarity as we get into this reading. So let's see what we got for Scorpio for November 6th through November 12th, 2023. Well, it's definitely going to be liberating. Interesting. All right, so I picked up the bottom, and this is ruled by Saturn in Pisces, which is following a new path. All right, leaving a stagnant situation behind, with justice turned differently. And this is clarity, right? Understanding cause and effect. So I'm really excited for this. Okay. Yep, everybody's feeling tired. You're probably feeling more tired than others. Okay, great. Last week's energy coming into this week is the Nine of Wands. This is ruled by Moon in Sagittarius. So reminder, Sagittarius season's coming soon. And that's when things are really going to pick up the pace. But this is, again, that feeling of delay and just exhausted, right? Like, you're just like, God, do I really want to get to here? You know what I mean? And like, you do though, okay? So really use the strength you have in reserve. See how these challenges are trying to help you build your resilience to take you to the next step. You don't just start, you know, you don't just run a marathon after you haven't worked out. Like, you have to train for it. And so see that you've been going through this training. It's like what I told, I think, Aquarius, you know, like turn on Eye of the Tiger and like just start dun, 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 every time like this energy takes over and you get into a funk, because that Taurus eclipse, like that clearly did a number on the collective, okay? And so we all just need to keep believing, right? That whatever our journey is taking us somewhere. And because after we get here, we get to the 9 of Coins. So I'm excited for that. So yeah, this week's energy, I do think that you're shifting your perspective, right? You're taking one step at a time. You realize that this is all culminating to something new because you know that that new moon is in your sign next week. Okay, so I feel like you got the load and you're carrying it just fine. Okay, and so I think this was challenging last week, and you've really shifted your perspective to see like this is clearing something out. Okay, because whatever the burden is, it's going to be lifted. Like this is coming off of their back soon, okay? Because the 9 of Coins next week, I mean, this is a really big increase in money. Also too, like your health, like if you've been feeling in this like cycle of bad health, or like you keep getting sick, you know what I mean? Like something like that. Like this is really shifting everything. This is Venus in Virgo. So that's why I said health, because Virgo really connects to your health. But this can also indicate inheritance, but really just loving life, okay? And so like I said, when you got a new moon activated in your sign, you're gonna get that uplifting energy of newness, okay? And yeah, I'm just really getting a sense of such relief. I'm like literally like right now I'm feeling like this heavy load that they have just getting lifted off of me, and you're going to feel so much lighter. So let's see why the 9 of Wands is here last week for Scorpio. Why is the 9 of Wands here last week for Scorpio? All right, 9 of Wands here last week for Scorpio. Oh, the other interesting thing too, because this is ruled by Saturn and Sagittarius, okay? And so I think a big part of you changing your perspective is seeing with Saturn turning direct, you're getting that encouragement from the universe, right? And you're understanding how all of this is just building up momentum now in the direction that you want to move in. All right. So we got the 3 of Coins as your clarifier. And so I think what is really building that momentum is staying focused. So when you are getting thrown off, going back and focusing on what it is you're trying to manifest, okay? Because this is success and completion and really just working hard on the details. And so I'm getting this visual of like, you know, you get sucked into the collective energy and then you snap out of it by getting back to whatever it is. I mean, if you're creative, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you get sucked into the news or something, right? And then you snap out of it and you go right back to working on what you were working on. That's the energy I think that's really lifting you out of the adversity aspect of that energy. So let's see why the 10 of Wands is here this week for you. All right, can we clarify the 10 of Wands? Yeah, that new moon. Like I said, I think you knowing that new moon is in your sign is really giving you a whole new perspective, because the moon is ruled by Pisces, but it's water, okay? And maybe even you're having some dreams that are really like getting you excited, like these like hints of what's to come, okay? You know, waking up like feeling so great because you just had this dream where everything aligned. But your intuition is so heightened right now with all of that Piscean energy, especially because Pisces is a Neptune is along with Saturn. But you're connected, right? And you're ready. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Also watch your moon sign because that's important too. But yeah, it's really activating a whole shift in your perspective. And it's what you need because of that energy of feeling like, well, this is too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like that's part of that shadow side of yours that you've been working so hard on, is like, I don't deserve this. you know what I mean? Like, that's where that comes from, when it's like, it's too good to be true, and not seeing that, yes, you do deserve all this wonderful stuff. So let's clarify the 9 of coins here. Why is the 9 of coins here next week for Scorpios? Why is the 9 of coins here next week for Scorpios? All right, why is the 9 of coins? Okay, that's way too many cards, but we're going to read them all. No, that's way too much. Okay, we're going to clarify. That was too much. Okay, can we clarify 9 of coins? Also, too, if you do like this reading, please do like, comment, and share with others that you think it might resonate with. And please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you get notifications of when new videos do pop up. Wow, you would just have some really scattered energy when it comes to this. Okay. Pulling a clarifier for next week. So also, too, a reminder this week, like, really get prepared for that new moon, okay? I don't want this to be connected to impulsive behavior, like overspending. You know what I mean? Like impulsive, indulgent energy. I wonder if that's why I'm not getting this message right now. Okay, let's see here. Can we please clarify the 9 of coins? As a reminder, it's risk-taking, but that risk-taking isn't always in our best interest. Sometimes that risk-taking is to keep us exactly where we are. Okay, can we clarify the 9 of coins, please? For Scorpios. Scorpios, I am not liking this energy. Okay, so we're just going to cut and see. All right, I don't want you to, like, jinx yourself. So just, you know, because again, tarot is like a choose your own adventure book. So really, you got to surrender, okay? Because something difficult is coming to an end, but only when you surrender, okay? And this indicates overdoing. And like I said, this idea of indulgence, or, you know what I mean? Like, just pay attention to that. That's all I'm going to say, because at the end of the day, you got judgment underneath. So, all right. Because a reminder, like in November, you did get the indication of your shadow. Like you're on this like high, if you will, of like everything aligned. And sometimes we want to celebrate, if you will, and then like kind of just forget our obligations, if you will. And so you just have to stay the course, really, is what I'm getting. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, you really want to take this 3 of coins all the way to next week, okay? So let's get an empowering question that's going to help Scorpios stay aligned and utilize that Saturn energy next week. Not Saturn. Scorpio new moon energy next week with actually Saturn to rise up to the challenge and push through to whatever is liberating them. Okay, let's get an empowering question for Scorpios. All right, empowering question for Scorpios. We get an empowering question for Scorpios for November 6th. Through November 12th, 2023. Because, yeah, like if we're living a new way of life, like we really need to adhere to it. That's really what I'm getting, okay? So it's like this temptation, if you will, feeling, which I don't know. All right, so your empowering question, which I like actually because it's these colors, okay? So I really think, even though it is an empowering question for this week, I think it's going to help you to guide you in the choices you make for next week. How or in what way do I experience myself when I'm alone? How or in what way do I experience myself when I'm alone, all right? really think you're being guided to have some alone time too. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Scorpios. If you did, please do like, comment, and share. Definitely check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the week ahead. And have really a great week. Hang in there. It's heavy energy. A reminder that Saturn and Pisces turning direct, like things are going to start going our way. So be mindful of that, all right? And steer the course on this liberating path and have a great week.